Now each of the three persons of God delights to give his gifts to the other two. And so God the Father is not only a person, but God the Son is a person. We can talk to him. And God the Holy Spirit is a person, and they talk to each other, and they love each other. God, the second person of God, is not the only person of God who has language as an attribute. The Spirit can speak, the Father can speak. He is given that. They're concentrated here. The Spirit has life in himself, but the Father and the Son also have life. Each person delights to step back and give his gift to the other two. And I'm getting into biblical theology here, but what he receives back is double, right? Because if the Father gives his gift to the Son and the Holy Spirit, if he lets his talent out of his hand and gives his gift to the Son and the Spirit, he receives back from both of them. So if he starts with 5, he winds up with 10. If Job loses everything, he winds up with double at the end. This is the reason why things are this way, is the Trinitarian substructure of the creation made in his image. Our God delights to call attention to the other two persons. This is my son, listen to him. Okay? Well, now, when you pray, pray Our Father. By the way, I'm leaving and the Holy Spirit's coming. He's better than me. Be excited about him. And the Holy Spirit comes and he makes you say, Abba, Father. Wait a minute. Each person of God says, oh, not me. Really, it's the Father you should be interested in. No. And I think we see this right away in John's Gospel. Now, I'll preach a little sermonette to you, but there's that story that we all know, the story of the wedding at Cana, where Jesus turned water into wine, his first miracle. And that's where the sermon stops, right? That's not where the story stops. The story goes on, and it's the groom who gets praised for this all, and he didn't have anything to do with it. Jesus said, this is not my hour. Well, whose hour is it? Well, it's this fella's hour. It's his wedding. So Jesus makes all this wine, and then he gets all the credit for it. And you see Jesus and the disciples standing back over here smiling, All this guy's saying, wait a minute, I didn't know I was saving the best wine. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to standing up in heaven and having Jesus say, I really like that book you wrote on Constantine. I'll say, I didn't write the book on Constantine. Well, yeah. And he's going to say to Peter, that work you did for lepers in India, that was really great. I don't know if that's how it really works. But, that's what Jesus is doing. That's the kind of God we worship. The guy who steps back to glorify other people and tells us, each of us, to esteem the other better than himself.